Welcome back to Dark Corners Streaming.
Burn, witch, burn, witch, burn, burn, burn!
The City of the Dead, which you can find on Shudder as well as on YouTube, was produced by Vulcan Productions, the precursor to Amicus, and this can be seen as establishing their brand, inasmuch as it is a contemporary Gothic horror, setting it apart from the period extravaganzas of rival Hammer. Although we do open in 1692 with an accused witch being taken to the stake, before cursing the village of Whitewood who have done this.
Make this city an example of thy vengeance.
The film was made in Britain but is set in the US, and it is sometimes jarring to hear the accents of familiar British stars like radio's Man in Black, Valentine Dial.
My name's Jethro Keane.
Pleased to meet you.
And of course, Christopher Lee.
Your brother is Professor of Science, Miss Barlow. I hardly think he'd be very interested in the history of witchcraft.
Who gets a pleasingly showy supporting role.
O Lord of Light, accept the sacrifice.
There isn't a huge amount to the plot, which involves a college student heading to Whitewood to study its history, and who inevitably gets caught up in modern witchcraft. The focus is not the story, and with the caveat that I would have liked more engaging lead characters, particularly the men,
this is just superstitious people burning silly old women.
I think that decision works. This is a mystery, and it does a great job of teasing and hinting.
He will be pleased.
Only affording us glimpses of what might be going on beneath the surface of this creepy little town. And indeed, beneath its flaws. Debuting director John Llewellyn Moxey makes excellent use of his limited budget to create some real atmosphere. Whitewood doesn't feel as if it exists in the real world. It looks like what it is, a studio-bound set, but that's kind of in keeping with its place in the film.
For Whitewood, time stands still.
So, while the leads don't always pop as you would like them to,
Things like this don't happen today.
it doesn't completely matter because you are intrigued. You're following the breadcrumb trail, hoping it leads somewhere interesting. And for the record, this has a strikingly effective conclusion. I think it's also quite clever in that, although I would instantly identify this as a mystery, there's not really anything to resolve, so it sidesteps the wordy explanations that hamper the last act of many a mystery film.
The witches! The witches!
Although it's not technically accurate, some do consider this the first Amicus film, and I think it's one of their best. And I think it compares favourably to Hammer's foray into witchcraft, 1966's The Witches. There's also an interesting comparison to be made with Hitchcock's Psycho, which is presumably coincidental as they were released the same year.
There's something evil about the village.
Incidentally, this was released as Horror Hotel in the US, which is a terrible title, although neither title really captures the film. Thanks for watching. For more Christopher Lee, please check out our breakdown of the actor's best death scenes. In City of the Dead, Lee is playing a supporting role. What other big names have given memorable performances in smaller roles? Let us know in the comments below.